Good morning, friends, and I hope all are safe and doing well. Before the lockdown period, we completed unit number 4 in strategic management, and now we are going to understand about some of the topics in unit number 5. As we are aware that due to pandemic COVID-19, we are unable to continue the classes in the regular mode. So that's why JNTU instructed us to conduct the classes in online mode. Before going to enter into the topic strategic evaluation and control, first we have to go for some of the remind or previous units what we learned. In strategic management, the entire syllabus or entire strategic management is purely depend on strategic management process. Already we are aware that the strategic management process consists 3 phases or stages. First one, strategic inputs, and next step, strategic actions, and the last one is the strategic outcomes. So here, what are the inputs and what are the actions and what are the outcomes? As a strategic inputs, we know that the internal and external environment like vision, mission, objectives and process, and we are going to scan the environment scanning. These are comes under the strategic inputs. So based on the vision and mission, any organization is going to make or frame the strategies to meet their objectives or goals. Coming to the second point that comes under the strategic actions. In the strategic actions, again we have the two processes are there. The first one we have to formulate the strategies, and once we formulate the strategies, next we are going to implement those strategies. Those things we can consider as a strategic formulation and strategic implementation. On the process of the strategic formulation and strategic implementation, we already have different type of topics which university described in our curriculum. So coming to the third one, that is the strategic outcomes. So based on inputs and based on the actions, we got to some of the outcomes. That one comes under the above average returns as well as competitive advantage. So in the entire process, we completed some strategic inputs and strategic actions and strategic outcomes. We have to evaluate whether the strategy where we want to go to implement is in the right direction or not. For that purpose, we are going to done a evaluation, and that one we consider as a strategy evaluation. In the process of strategy evaluation, if we are going in the wrong direction, we can use some of the controlling techniques to go for the right direction. That one comes under the strategic controls. Now we are going to understanding about what is strategic control. Strategic control is concerned with tracking a strategy as it is being implemented, is there detecting any problems or changes in its underlying premises and making the necessary adjustments. And everybody we knows in our general life what is the meaning of the control. Suppose take the example where we are traveling in a car, whether the car going to in the right direction or wrong direction or going into the smooth way, we are going to understand about the control. So comes here also the meaning of the strategic control. We are going to track or we are going to monitor the implementation process of a strategy. And if we are going to face any problems in the process of implementation and there is a strategic changes we observe like that, whether the internal environment or external environment, In the business environment is not a constant. Always the business environment or environment is changing. So based on these changes, we are going to change our strategy also depend. And based on that, we are going to adjust necessary things. So these are all the comes under the strategic control. Strategic control is concerned with guiding action on behalf of the strategy as that action is taking place and when the end result is still several years off. That means now today we are going to take the controlling techniques and controlling measures. The end result will going to give the future tips. So how we are going to establish strategic control? The control of strategy can be characterized as a form of steering control. Once again, the control of strategy can be characterized as a form of the steering control. That means, already we discussed about the example of the car. As time lapses between the initial implementation of a strategy and achievement of its intended result, investments are made, numerous projects and actions are undertaken to implement the strategy. Once again, take another example. Any industry or any government want to take a project, though they make the DPR, that means detailed project report. So initially they expect this much of cost and this is the requiring things and this is the method we are going to complete the project or task. All of a sudden some of the changes will occur or some of the difficulty will occur. They have to rectify and they have to move ahead. So that's why there is a time between what we are going to implement that one and what we are actually result. Take the example that one, Hyderabad Metro Rail Project. In Hyderabad Metro Rail Project, there are two methods are there. First one is the Delhi, they are taken as an example, Delhi Metro. And in the Delhi Metro, there have the two things will be, one is the elevated, that means above the earth. Second one is the underground metro tracks. But in Hyderabad, it is not possible due to the geographical reasons to go for the underground metro. So the L&T company decided that the entire 74 kilometer of track they are going to make in the way of the elevated. So whenever they want to go to elevated method, they have to occupy the land. For that purpose, so they are going to occupy the land, and due to the some of the areas the land owners is not giving the land, and it is very difficult to them to continue the project. That is the reason nowadays if you observe or travel in Hyderabad Metro Railway, how many curves are there in the within the stretch of the 74 kilometers. So that's why it is the actual reason when you are going to prepare a detailed project report and what is the actual result, it is a difficult task. So environmental situations like the competitors launching the new products or changing the government regulations and the firm's internal situations are going to always change. Strategic controls are necessary to steer the firm through these events. That means always you are going to observe the time to time changes what are going to happen in your organization, internal side as well as the external also. Strategic controls must provide the basis for adopting the firm's strategic actions and directions in response to these developments as well as the changes. Now we are going to observe the evaluation process and controlling process. There is the 5 steps are there. The first one, before we are going to evaluate any strategy, first we have to prepare what is the measures to evaluate the strategy.
So in the purpose we have to determine the measures, and the step 2 we are going to establish predetermined standards, and third we are going to measure the performance, and fourth stage, does the performance match the standards or not, we are going to check. If the our standards is meet with the performance, or the performance after performing the results is going to meet with the standards, then it means the strategy implementation process is going to the right direction. If no, that means we have to take the corrective actions. So what is the meaning here? Fourth number is very important. As per the third step, here we are going to measure the performance based on the various techniques. Performance techniques are there. So after we get the measuring the performance, and we are going to compare whether the performance matched with the established standards. If the performance matched with the established standards, it means the strategy implementation process is going to into the right way. Otherwise, we are going to take the corrective actions. So the strategy control basically has the four types. First one is a premise control, second one strategic surveillance, and third one special alert control, and fourth one is the implementation control. So first we are going to observe the first one is the premise control. Premises are assumptions or predictions. So before some of the students, before the question paper or before the exam, so they think like that, or they assume like that, I complete the entire syllabus, what type of the question paper is going to given by the university, I can pass the exam. But once the question paper came, it may be difficult or it may be easy. So that is the assumption. Premise control is designed to check systematically and continuously whether the premises on which the strategy is based on still valid or not. That means the premises are same or not. If a vital premises is no longer valid, the strategy may have to be changed. That means the premises is not same. It means the strategy also going to change. Example, many software companies postponing the joining dates of new recruits during the slowdown. As per now situation is best example. Due to the COVID-19, the entire world in the mode of lockdown. So the government's requested all the companies, not only software, don't remove your employees and try to pay the salaries. So what happened here? Due to the lockdown, the company is unable to run and they are unable to do the business, and they are not going to get the revenues. If they are not going to get the revenues, how they are going to pay the salaries towards the employees? So it is the reason the software companies normally they recruited the new recruits in the second semester or even semester of the academic calendar. That means in the month of the December, January and February. And here we got the COVID-19 full effective from the March first week, and later the lockdown started from the March 24th. And due to the process, some of the companies also the recruiters or new students, please try to search for the other jobs. There is one option. Some of the small companies give, and some of the big companies, and they said we are going to recruit you later, and now no need to join. The sooner or an invalid premise can be recognized and protected, the better are the chances that an acceptable shift in the strategy can be devised. Planning premises are primarily concerned with environmental as well as the industry factors. Next, what are the environment factors are there? Now we will once look about what are the different type of environmental factors are there.